Back when I was studying for my medical degree, I often found myself daydreaming about the idea of a virtual doctor. In fact, 9 out of 10 people suffering at least from one medical condition. And by the age of 30, on average, a person suffers from three diseases, with the countless people lacking of medical insurance or immediate access to the doctors. The potential of a virtual doctor becomes even more evident. Helping them make informed medical decision is something that I'm aspiring to.
Did you find yourself having any struggle?
Yes, in every aspect of the life. I didn't know much about starting a startup. I only had one friend who know programming. I didn't know how hard it will be. It's very hard to find people to work with. It was a tough time, but it made me stronger.
Hi, Constantin. Thank you so much for coming to the live of a founder. How's it going?
Thank you, Max, for having me. Great. We have a great autumn. Everything is great. We are glad that we are where we are with this year with our results.
Great. I'm very happy. So, thank you so much for coming to our podcast. In Law of Life of a Founder, we talk about founders' life more than ventures. So, but of course, ventures matters a lot in any founder life. So let me start with you telling me a more, let's say, widened picture of yourself. So where you come from and how all it started.
I come from Romania, which is in Europe. For the people who doesn't know where is Romania, um, the journey started about 9 years ago. Back when I was studying for my medical degree, I often found myself daydreaming about the idea of a virtual doctor, and I imagining like being a personal professor, explaining complex topics for me and everything. But however, when I start interacting with patients, I was stuck with the profound realization. The patient were the truly interacting with, so the patient were the truly, they need this kind of virtual doctor. Uh, why they are truly in desperate need of such a solution? Because in fact, 9 out of 10 people suffering at least from one medical condition. And by the age of 30, on average, a person suffers from three diseases. So, when you consider the global situation with the countless people lacking of medical insurance or immediate access to the doctors, the potential of a virtual doctor becomes even more evident. So, I firmly believe this could be a game changer, providing a solution for many. So helping them make informed medical decision is something that I'm aspiring to.
That's a very great motivation. It's so needed. Uh, Unfortunately, people with disease are there and will be always there, and the number will increase day by day. So we need to help them to be treated as best as possible.
Yes.
How was the feeling when you decided, okay, I want to be an entrepreneur? And maybe you were working before, you got the salary, and after you move to something that's completely uncertain, one day is good, the day after is bad, and maybe after tomorrow you feel I will fail. That's a very roller coaster. How was the feeling? Did you find yourself lost, excited, or maybe scared?
The day I choose to start the journey, I felt very happy. I was doing the right thing in my life. I believe something great was going to happen. But I didn't know much about starting a startup. I only had one friend who know programming. I didn't know how hard it will be. I did have some experience in businesses, but the businesses were buying something and selling something at the higher price. So it wasn't like I have to build a solution without having founding enough founding, and I have to build this solution in the medical field, which
Yeah.
is very regulated, and it takes more time than in other fields.
Did you feel scared, or you were very comfortable when you started?
I was very comfortable. I knew it that it's something that I will do for rest of my life. I knew it that this is the thing I want to do, not the hospital, but this.
That's great. Uh, be a founder, I mean, as we said before, it's pretty tough. So, how was the initial way to live your new life, your initial struggles, no, in moving to this life? Did you find yourself having any struggle, earning money,
Yeah,
for example?
yes, in every aspect of the life, because to make the product to be available, it needed at least 14 hours of day of working hours per day. So it was difficult, and after that it comes the part where you have to make a team, to create a team, and it's very hard to find people to work with. And also was the problem with the founding, and it was a tough time, but it made me stronger. And each time I learned new things, and I was after 2 years I was very comfortable. After I did manage to make the things work. It was much easier.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yes.
What about your balance between work and a life, private life? Uh,
Now,
did you manage it?
Uh, in the past 2 or 3 years, yes, but in the first 5 to 6 years, it was horrible. I didn't have any kind of time for holidays, for vacation, for nothing. So it was very tough, especially when I decided that I have also to start to learn programming. And yes, because I realized if I'm not doing this step, I may fail with the project.
Of course. But that's the beauty to be an entrepreneur. When you start, you must cover almost any aspect of your business, right? From the accounting to money management to the tech. And after you start building on top of it, but you're building on top of yourself. So startups, when they start, are founders. They are not companies, they're individuals. But regarding your day-to-day routine, for example, myself, I try to give me a pretty strong routine. Every day I wake up at the same hour. Every day I go to sleep more or less at the same hour. I need to do this, this, and this. And it keeps me on track. Do you have something similar?
I find you very lucky that you can do this. Uh, Unfortunately, I can't do this because we are working with a lot of freelancers that have different local hours, so it's not so easy for me especially.
So you wake up when it's needed and you go to sleep when it's needed.
Yes, and but I'm trying to have a regular schedule. I'm trying to do all the hard tasks in the morning, and then to put all my meetings until until the, let's say, 1 a.m. But it's difficult to realize each day. So
Since today, from when you started, did you ever thought, I won't make it, and maybe I'm not qualified for doing this?
all the time I was thinking, okay, it's a problem that I have to solve. So for me it's very important to finish my project like it's in my mind.
So you felt comfortable anyway, I will make it, I'm not going to fail. I will have
Yes, I didn't think about failing.
that's
So
very good.
no, no,
That's a good
for sure.
mindset. What do you enjoy the most in doing things every day? Which are the things that you enjoy the most in your daily working or weekly working?
I'm enjoying when I have meetings where the people are sharing with me thoughts about our projects. I like the part when I have meetings with new people from where I have new things to learn. I like the events where I go, and also I have the possibility to know new persons, and that's a nice part of the job. I also enjoy the hours when I'm learning.
In terms of motivation, how do you motivate yourself every day to keep going? Do you have any tool on your side that helps you to keep strong, very motivated, very resilient?
Yes, I'm thinking all the time to the patients. I think, and all the time my mind is, uh, I have to finish sooner the project because the people are the ones that are in need of my work. So since my this is my project life, it's something very important to me to put all my efforts, daily efforts, in this, because everybody struggles with medical sufferings at one point in their life, and uh, I know for sure even you had such experience that you didn't know what to do. It is emergency, not, and I'm thinking about the people.
We already spoke a bit, but honestly, did you ever think about failure?
No,
And never. So you have
no.
always very positive thoughts.
Yes, but maybe because of my medical training, so it's when you have a patient, you can't afford to have this way of thinking.
That's true. Uh, what do you like to do the most outside working? Theater, reading, sport, traveling.
The best way I'm relaxing, it's the sauna.
Okay, it's very relaxing.
So at
Very
least
relaxing.
one a
I've
week I
never
go
seen
to.
you. Sound pretty tough, but yeah, that's pretty much relaxing. Yeah. Now, in the we have been in the founder ecosystem for a while now. How do you see the tech ecosystem to the venture capital one and the believing that funders must always do something that will help the world to be a better place to live? What do you think about?
Uh, I saw a lot of things during these 9 years. Some bad things, some good things, but I think some things have to be changed because there are a lot of great ideas, especially in the young ones. But also there are a lot of how to say, I call them fake specialists in the field. Yes, and that's a problem. I saw a lot of times when I saw a lot of great ideas that the founders was quitting their ideas because of this kind of people they met, and they put all their hope in that people, and so this is a problem of fake specialists.
I understand, understand. And let's say you can sit around world leaders, all right? Today, everything is absolutely a disaster. If you look outside, it's unbelievable. Wars everywhere and so on. But if you can sit down with them, telling them what really upsets you, what is it? And what would you like to fix that does work at all?
Two things. One, it's the problem with the wars. So it's too much violence between countries that, and if you think there is not quite a good or real reasons behind them or something, this is the problem with the peace. And another one is with the regulations. So if we have regulation, and it's a must to have regulation, then let the qualified people to create these regulations,
That's true.
because a lot of good ideas that can change the humanity, they can't be put it in practice because of the regulation made by not so qualified people.
That's very true. Do you think in Europe we are overregulated? It stops
Yes,
business.
yes, yes.
And how do you think this can be fixed?
I think the this regulation is because the people with bad intention in businesses, but I think they have to fight with them, not with us that we are doing the right way the things. And so maybe the concentration will be better to be on the bad guys, not on us.
I understand. Uh, in terms of, I mean, we have a climate crisis. There is nothing to do. So, are you concerned about the climate, and how do you contribute I mean, to try to fix this huge problem?
So I don't have too much knowledge about this, but I'm trying in my everyday life to manage the garbage, collectible garbage, to draw as less possible the petrol car engine. Mm, So it's not much that I think I can do.
Uh, which are the things that they touch you the most? Things that you would fight for?
It's the right for the patients to have access to the medical field, and when you're sick, you're not the disease, the illness is not coming when you are staying very good with the money. So the medical problems are striking when you're not prepared. And I think all the people should have right to access the medical field. I think now it's much more a business than should be.
Yeah, it is. It is. Everything is coming to business nowadays. But do you like to read? And if yes, what's the best book and author?
For me, it's Constantin Dulcan, and he's a doctor and also a writer. He's here from Romania, and he's writing about the medical things, about the relation from illness and our thoughts. And I was lucky to have him also at it was my neurologist teacher.
I suppose you watch movies, and I'm a big fan of movies. Before being an entrepreneur, I studied in theater, and I spent all my first decade when I, yes, from the 20 to 30. I was obsessed by movies and actors. But what's the best actor and the best movie you never watched?
I think, no, I'm sure, not Robert De Niro in Casino.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's
Yes.
absolutely beautiful. The near is a must. Now, you're not 15, you're not 20. So the life gave you a lot of lessons, right? Already.
Yes.
Which is the best one that really changed your life for good?
Let's say when you have problems, I think that the fatigue is the most inconvenient thing that can happen in your life. And I learned that when I have problems, I have to rest. I have to stay 2 3 days and to take care of myself. And then when I'm coming back to solve the problems, I see that there wasn't so much problems like it was in only in my
Yes.
mind. And also the faith. I think this is very important.
You must clean your brain, right? You must stop. Probably what
Yes.
is today a problem tomorrow won't be a problem anymore. The same topic. Uh, what's your greatest wish for yourself and for the community as a whole, the world, the people?
To succeed with my plans. So it is very important to me to bring a progress in my field and to make the base, how to say, the base access to how to say, to make to people available a base medical consulting for free for each of us.
That's beautiful. And your recommendation to founders, all the founders watching this podcast,
Uh,
what's the
yes,
recommendation to
from
them?
my experience is when you are searching for investors, don't search only for their money. Search, take in your startup also investors that you have from which to you have what to learn from them. It's very important to have a good mentor, and for me, I think I was very lucky because when I was searching for investors, I could choose from which one I want to work. And the first investor is a co-founder now, and it's since then with us. And I'm very grateful because it wasn't just the money, it was the things that I learned from her, and it was like a mentor. And I'm very grateful for, because she had a lot of patience. And uh, it's very important it's very important to choose wisely investors, not to sake only for money.
It's crucial. At the very beginning, when you start your business, it's absolutely crucial to find the right one. A wrong investor can really kill your idea, your business. You need to find the right one. And also, when you start, you should never give up too many shares. Otherwise, you have nothing left for the one coming, unless you become profitable day one. But that's very tricky. Constantin, thank you so much for coming to the live of a founder. It's been an absolute pleasure for me. Thank you.
Thank you for the invitation.